White House Press Secretary Sweet Karoline Leavitt was asked, does the Trump administration still support the efforts ICE agents are doing to make American citizens safe? Take a listen.
President Trump and the entire Trump administration stands firmly with the brave men and women of ICE, who are everyday Americans who put on their uniform every day to protect our communities and to carry out lawful law enforcement operations. That's what's been happening on the ground in Minnesota, and that's what's been taking place in every community across the country. And I just want to zoom out, and you see these agitators who have been violently protesting and harassing ICE agents all weekend long. What are they out there protesting for? They are actively trying to impede law enforcement operations and end the President Trump's mandate to deport illegal alien criminals from our communities. And it's Fox News' very own Bill Malugin, who had exceptional reporting in the last few days. These are illegal alien criminal pedophiles, murderers, rapists, some of the worst criminals who, if given the chance, would commit those same heinous crimes to the protesters in the streets of Minneapolis right now. So short answer is yes, of course. We are surging resources to Minneapolis, and the Trump administration is going to deliver on President Trump's mandate to remove violent illegal aliens from our communities and make America safe again.
Sweet Karoline Leavitt was then asked, does the president support the actions taken by the ICE agent in fatally shooting Renee Good in Minneapolis? Take a listen.
Absolutely. And I think the more evidence that comes out shows the officer was justified, and President Trump was right about this all along. And who was wrong? The Democrat Party and the mainstream media, who despicably have been lying about this officer and about this case from the very beginning. And they have had to change their story and their narrative. Because at first you heard Democrats, including the mayor of Minneapolis, saying that the car never struck the officer and the lethal force was unjustified. Now, of course, there is plentiful video evidence to show that the officer was struck by the car, that this deranged lunatic woman was trying to ram him over with her vehicle and was using that vehicle as a weapon, which justifies domestic terrorism. And unfortunately, we are seeing these instances play out in American communities across the country, where you have these organized, paid antagonists who are part of these groups that are actively, unlawfully impeding lawful law enforcement operations. They are harassing and targeting ICE agents, trying to make it impossible, again, for them to carry out their duties. That's what was happening in this case. That officer used his training. I understand that he's been on the force and he's been protecting American communities for many, many years. He's an experienced and brave individual who unfortunately had to make a very tough decision and was put in that position by these paid agitators who have been doing this all over the country. Karoline.
She was then asked about President Trump addressing the United States on the state of the economy in his speech on Tuesday. Take a listen.
Well, President Trump, since January 20th of last year, has been laser focused on making America affordable again. And he is doing just that. So tomorrow, he looks forward to traveling to the great state of Michigan, a state he won big, to not only tour a factory that produces Ford F-150s and is going to be hiring more and producing more trucks right here in the USA because of President Trump's effective tariff policies. But the president is also going to deliver an economic address where he's going to talk about all of the positive economic news that we continue to see as a result of his agenda. We have mortgage rates that are falling under 6% for the first time in years. Today, the national average of gasoline is the lowest that it's been in 5 years. We have core inflation at its lowest level in 5 years. And so with a little bit of patience, the American people are going to continue to see that the best is yet to come. President Trump has a proven economic formula that works. He delivered on it in his first term. He's delivering on it now. And in 2026, people in Michigan and in every state across the country are going to see more money in their pockets thanks to President Trump's Working Families tax cut that he signed into law last year. Those tax rebates will go into effect this year, and the average American, middle-class American, can look forward to up to $1,000 back into their wallets because of those signature tax cuts. So the best is yet to come. There's a lot of positive economic news out there. The president's not going to stop working. He has housing plans in the works. He has a healthcare plan in the works. And so you'll continue to hear from the president, and he'll continue to hit the road across the country to speak directly with the people he loves most, the American people.